Hey guys, Philip Greenlee here again. Today I wanted to just talk about some perspectives and see what you think. How do you view God? Do you think He's the big creator of the universe that you can't get in touch with? He's too busy with bigger problems? He is the creator of the universe. He is omnipresent. He can be anywhere, anytime, but He's there, constant. He can be there, and He wants to get closer to you. We want to look at Galatians 4, 6, and 7. And because ye are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of His Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son. And if a son, then an heir of God through Christ. Abba in Hebrew is a word a young child would use towards his father. That would be like daddy or papa. God doesn't want to be some distant, unapproachable father, but one you can turn to at any time because you are His child. Okay, now we're going to flip that perspective around. How does God view you? Okay, and I'm going to give some scriptures to kind of show how God, His view of us. Isaiah 43:4. Since thou wast precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore I will give men for thee, and people for thy life. So he's saying, we are precious and honored in His sight. And in Hebrews 2:11, for both He that sanctifieth and they who are sanctified are all of one, for which cause He is not ashamed to call them brethren. So as Christians, they're saying that, we are considered His brother. And in John 15:15, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known to you. And, this is Jesus saying He calls us friends because what He learned from the Father, He made known to us. So let's look at that. We are precious and honored in His sight. And then He is not ashamed to call us brother. And then, then Jesus said He calls us friends. That's not bad. But now I'm going to give us a big point to be made. God doesn't see us as other people see us or as we see ourselves. If you remember the story of Gideon, I think it's Judges 6-8. You can read that story. If you know the story, remember that the Midianites were oppressing the children of Israel. They were taking their crops and animals. And Gideon was hiding in the winepress, ashamed and in fear. An angel of the Lord appeared and told him he was a warrior. Gideon went on to become that warrior and run the Midianites off. So, the Lord sees the potential in us. This potential that others can't see or we can't see in ourselves. This is important. We need to be in touch with the Lord so He can reveal this to us, so we can find out what we can do for Him. Think about it. The Lord sees our potential. We have no idea, or we may have an idea but don't know the extent of our gift. And he sees this. He knows. He wants us to know so we can use it in his honor. We can praise him, witness to people, and do things for his glory. So I looked up, potential in the dictionary, and it says, as an adjective, having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. And then, as a noun, latent quality or abilities that may be developed and lead to future success or usefulness. Then I saw this other one. I like this one. It's the concise. It's good. It's a concise definition. A currently unrealized ability. The Lord knows all, and he can see our potential. Let's remember that he wants to be close to us. He is always there, and we should view him as a father and a friend. So I was going to say, if you get in a bad situation, just remember that you're looking at that thing in front of you, that problem, and it don't look good from where you are, but the Lord, he sees the big picture. So even if it don't look good, trust in him. That's what you have to do. I'm just trying to sum up this perspective thing. I'm thinking, remember, he's always there. He has always been there, and he always will be there. And he wants you to reach out to him. After years, I finally see this. I realize, that he's there. I kind of got this picture, he's there with his hand out. So just remember, he wants you to reach out to him. But that love that he's had for us, even in the good and the bad times. And all we need to do is talk to him. And that's going to be the next subject of how we communicate with him. We're going to be getting into prayer. I'm going to try to get some co-hosts and help in here. And we're going to talk about that next. Well, until next time.